That's what you said?
Koto Slada. Yes, okay, yes. Koto Slada gives you everything. You have the sweetness, you have the tartness, you have the sour, you have the saltiness behind it, and you have the freshness and the texture.
I see. I see. It's a very fresh lineup here. We'll see how things get going as we have game number 2 now live and underway. Mac is not going to be able to beat a coddle out to the river.
Yeah, did we have this discussion yesterday? I don't
We
think
did.
we said Lash. Lash is faster.
Is Lesh also 330?
He's fast. 325? Wait, what? How is Koto? I thought Koto.
I think coddle's 330. Okay,
No,
let me pull
Koto
up.
is 320. You tricked me. You said Koto is 330. Koto is 320. Lash
Oh,
is
okay.
325.
He should be
So Lash is
325 then, yeah.
faster.
Makes sense. Well, coddle used to be way too fast, so that makes sense.
30 seconds to
And
Remember when it
who
was
you
like
said
him
who you said
and
was 330 yesterday? Three
there's 4 heroes. It's Meepo, Bat
Enchantress, was it?
Rider.
Yeah,
No,
Bat
not
Rider.
Enchantress. Who is it? Here, making me pull up the table again. I completely forgot.
Meepo, Bat Rider.
Yeah.
Okay,
Meepo,
is anyone
Bat
dying?
Rider,
Just checking.
Naga Siren, Pugna.
Nobody's dying.
Nobody's dying. Coddle is 320, and Leshrac is indeed 325. There you go.
Lash is the fastest this game.
He is.
It's only
fastest.
right? The characters that have a horse or riding on a horse is faster than everyone else.
Are you saying that Leshrac is faster than Coddle because even though Coddle's riding on a horse, Leshrac is the horse?
Yes.
Makes sense. Got it. Perfect.
How can you run slower than the person that's riding on the horse when you are the horse?
That's that. You know what? That's true. Although I would wager that Coddle probably half his weight is his beard. Doesn't really look like he's that, heavy.
Excellent logic there, my friend.
Yep.
That's why you get paid the big bucks,
True. True. That's why whenever I have to negotiate, the ESL goes, "How about this much?" And I go, well, "Did you know that Coddle is one of the 4 powerful forces, the fundamentals in the Dota universe?" And they go, "Wow, amazing. Here's 3 times Winter's rate." And I go, "Make it 5."
And because you're such a good friend, you always share 10% of your extra with me.
That's what he thinks, folks. We'll see. We'll see how things get going here. Mid lane. Do wonder how this is going to be able to play out for them. There's a lot of skirmishing down bottom already, isn't there? But should be tons of damage here now. I always really liked what patch was it where you started seeing Leshrac as a response to a lot of these rotational heavy mids? This was back when the map was smaller, so heroes like Ember were more keen to rotate around when they finally maxed their slight, and then you had Leshes who would just be like, "Okay, I'm gonna take your tower," right? So it's a good response. It'll force Lornoff to stay somewhat tethered to the lane, and it's not like Mac has no other options than he can also TP and rotate and fight as well. But given the fact that how popular the Edict build is these days, I wouldn't be surprised if he just is really, focused on pushing towers as well.
Yeah, I don't really feel like generally as a Koto you want to rotate as much either. So I think he'll be okay. You want to farm stacks and you want to wait for your vessel, your travels, whichever you feel like you need to go first. I think this game you can kind of rush vessel because you're playing into a Lash. I think you shouldn't think of a game where, oh, this hero is a rotating hero. I have to rotate all the time. It's also based on your enemy's plan. What are they trying to achieve with their lineup? So things are always going to change by game basis. So you have to just try to react accordingly.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I mean, do you like feel like sometimes you are just like in bot mode? You just play and you don't really think of the game as much, but you're just trying to click your buttons. And then after you do something and you're like, why did I actually do that? Why? Why?
Yeah, all the time. Especially when I'm de-warding. A lot of my de-wards don't always make sense. But, a lot of the wards people place in Immortal don't make sense either, honestly. In low Immortal anyway, not high Immortal.
People place wards?
Yeah, man.
Just kidding.
Ham's
People do actually place wards.
Ooh, Scab. He's fine, but really annoying for him. Q's also managed to body block the camp. Still has access to the medium camp in lane for pulling purposes. Be careful a little bit here on jabs. 3 stacks of those Fury swipes when things really start to hurt. Down bottom, we have no camps that have spawned at all game. So it's really just been up to the Sven and the Kunkka to try and maintain equilibrium against each other. Made in no points in the Crystal Nova this game, Winter. Ollie, he's not going to end up putting any points there. So 2 points bite, 1 point Aura.
Doesn't want to push the lane. And I feel like sometimes you miss out on kills, you know, if you have this build. But they probably feel like this is a farm lane. So they can't really pressure as much. It's not easy to kill them. So just wants to focus on last hitting creeps.
Sumi, he gets the courier. He might die for this. There's a blast off. He is going to die for that. Natsumi died to kill Jabs' courier.
Not
That's
worth
the reason
it.
why he was...
not worth it.
He kind of ran all the way to the tower for it. And
That's a bad trade if I ever see any in the early game.
Indeed, indeed. I think, you know, people these days, they just... Everyone wants to kill the couriers, you know? Everyone seems, oh, Shinkyu, oh my goodness. Kill the couriers.
Matthew, the infamous curricula.
Of course. Back when he was playing the Bounty Hunter. Dox, ooh, he's not going to connect on the Inkswell stun. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't want to take that much damage anyway. Tough death there for Natsumi as well, especially giving first blood over to... well, you give it to the techies at least. Goes to Q.
Oh, Potato. He's in trouble. They found the Potato. Okay, that was quite an insane play. You know?
Mid lane, blast off onto Mac, who was a bit underneath the tower here. They've also hit him with the Solar Bind, so just a matter of seconds before he explodes. So aggressive there, Mac.
Yeah.
Quickly punished.
The same happened in bot. Raging Potato was so aggressive. He was just trying to block the camp, and he already saw the Sven like kind of like coming over, you know, and then he still felt like he could block the camp and get out with the hero, and then just paying the price, you know, just Geek fam making all this small little mistakes in the lane, and it might cost them a lot. Here, CM comes to the party.
Yeah, this would be
Nova.
huge. Look at how much damage that is.
He's gonna die. No TP. He's
that
dead.
was insane. Ooh, they're gonna get him as fast as he is with that Inkswell. The Illuminate is
and the catapult's
faster.
here.
Catapult's
Oh,
here.
he
Does
blocks
not gonna
the-
have a TP
he blocks
back.
the arrow.
Get
Oh,
down, Mr. Catapult. Gem, he can really do nothing. This tower, I don't... Is it gonna go down already? There's a haste rune here.
Probably not gonna go down. I'm just gonna take a lot of damage.
Yeah, they don't really, these heroes don't really want to tank tower, do they? Well, Ollie will tank a little bit.
You know, our friend Koto has already left. Gandalf says, I'm too old for this.
He's gonna go farm camps instead with the haste rune.
I just want to go back, you know. Go back to
damage,
my
I mean,
garden.
950 damage dealt to this tier 1 tower. That's a lot of damage.
That's value for one
And
catapult.
they're going to rotate back down bottom onto Cox to see if they can actually catch him here. They need vision for the Solar Bind. There they go. No support here for Cox into the Illuminate. Nice torrents there. Will buy him a little bit of time as well as the X mark, but it only frees up Lorenoff to chase even further, who has another Solar Bind should he need it. Not like he does. Cox at least lives a little bit longer. The tiniest of space created, but the vessel online soon, Winter. There's more trouble afoot. Oh no, and Ollie's going to be able to steal the Wisdom Rune.
Yep, this is gonna, seems like it's gonna be a total opposite of the last game. And Aurora just like pulling in everything they can muster to just give us a show on how to play your lanes into the 6-7 minute mark, taking the runes and just squeezing every single bit of advantage out of the early game. And now they're gonna use the gate, kick the Ursa out. I mean, the Ursa is kind of already kicked out of the lane.
Going for the Battle Fury this game as well for Natsumi. Ooh, he does not have an Rage here, so he might be in for some trouble. Depends how hard Jabs is going to commit for this. The answer is very. Connects on the Crush. He needs another 2 auto attacks for the stun.
Dude, he's going for the kill.
He's going to
This man
die.
is crazy.
Yeah, Arrow is not going to connect.
Dude,
Jabs
this guy's
really wants this
crazy.
kill, and I think he's going to pay the ultimate price. Ollie is here. Will be at least be able to secure it, but
CM's like, thank you so much. I'm level 6 now.
pretty much.
That was
Freezing
crazy.
fields.
Holy shit, it's 8 minutes in the game. 7.5 minutes and he's chasing past the tier 2.
First death for the side of Aurora.
Yep.
As
Captain
Mac
goes down. Not
Yeah,
setting a
he's-
good example.
He's
for his
breaking
team.
vision at least. Yeah, but the Vessel's applied as well as the Solarbind Q. Ready to jump in for the blast off. In he goes. My goodness, that Illuminate absolutely melted the Raging Potato. He ought to be next, but Natsumi has rotated on in. A good stun out from 23 Savage, who's joining the fight in the mid lane at the 8.5-minute mark. They still get that kill onto Lorinoff. Seems like we're able to
that's a
just
big kill.
barely get him.
Like 750 gold.
Yeah.
I mean, Sven is gonna get the tower.
Jabs also might be able to get this tower top lane simultaneously. And 23 Savage, he ran mid. He just TP's straight back down bottom and continues farming with the rest of the God's Strength. So, really good sequence of events here for the side of Aurora.
I mean, this Kato is just such a beast right now. He's so strong with the vessel. And this Lash just pales in comparison right now. He just wants to retreat back into his jungle. Just hide for a couple of minutes before he gets his... okay, he's getting used, so he kind of has a way to remove the solar bind. Makes sense.
This'll come in handy.
And this couple of minutes is going to be probably passive play for Geek fam. They have to try to recover. And Lash is going to use the smoke to clear some ancients.
Yep. Classic.
Classic thing to do. Smoke, clear
High,
ancients.
high tier gameplay. Oh, yeah, he dug up a bounty. Cox is like, yoink. Thank you very much. Just helping out, I guess.
Helping out. Stopping him by refilling his bottle.
Yep, yep. Careful, careful. Invasion's coming. 23 Savage on the Watcher. They've gotten most of the creeps except for the two big ones. There's 3 creeps to start off with, so still fairly good overall.
Yeah, it's time for Aurora to help out their captain.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's time for them to move up top and kick the Ursa out. Again.
True. Take down this tower. They need a fight, though, right? They need a fight to be able to take down a tower successfully, because I think it's a bit scary if Cox rotates through with the boat. His spells are still incredibly strong, even if he's really just still rocking the double bracer. Are they gonna build a ton of blade mail? Really? They can only build 1 blade mail this game, though, I think is what's unfortunate. And that's obviously gonna be on Kunkka. If you could go for 2 blade mails this game, I could very well see Aurora, at least Lorinoff, having troubles. But it just doesn't make sense for anyone else to go for 1.
You can try going in on Lash and see what your teammates have to say at the end of the game.
That's right. I think they're going to say, what size pizza do you want?
Large? You want a large one? I'm pretty sure you can finish the medium one by yourself.
Yeah. Medium pizzas here are not very big.
How about stuffed crust?
Don't like stuffed crust.
You don't like stuffed crust?
Nope.
I like the classic margarita.
Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. I agree. Drizzle that olive oil on top and you're good to go. Basil leaf, delicious.
With some honey?
No, wrong. Incorrect.
What? You mean wrong?
Incorrect.
No?
Wrong answer. That's what I mean.
No honey?
No honey. Pesto.
You told me it was a thing to get honey with pizza.
I don't know why you are slandering me in front of thousands of people, Winter. How dare you?
Don't ask me to bring you to that place which serves 5 cheese pizza with honey.
Okay, I won't.
What's up next?
It's just opposite
Very-
your office.
Not doing it. Not doing it, Winter. You can't force me.
Yeah, I know. I can
Geek
only
fam need a
persuade
little bit
you.
of honey. This game is not going to go down too easy for them. I guess maybe it will go down easy. Not sure.
I mean, they're like what the bears just looking for their honeys.
Yeah, that's a very good analogy. I think Ursa would probably put honey on his pizza. That's for sure. Ali. Okay, Q Smoke does break. Ali gets the ward up. That might see Natsumi later, but for now, they want to take a bite out of this Raging Potato. Blast Off's not going to catch
Wait,
him.
he
Raging Potato's
missed?
turning. Yeah, I think he tried to catch him out of the Inkswell radius. Not like it matters too much
It
anyway.
looked like it was in range though.
Gaben
Maybe not.
disagrees.
Yep, maybe not. I don't play enough techies to know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing if I say I don't play enough techies to know?
I think it's a bad thing. The hero's actually a lot of fun right now. I really like
Yeah.
the reworks.
Yeah, I know, right? If it's like a couple of years ago, it would be a
Yeah.
good thing. People were like, nice. You're invited to the party I'm hosting next week.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really enjoyed old techies being able to just kind of suicide squad and deny himself at any given moment for like 800 damage.
Ursa?
Dire's
He's
middle tower
fine.
is under
The
attack.
bear is looking for his honey.
Yes, he is.
Maiden, please give me a jar of honey. You look like you would have some honey.
Because she's sweet.
Yeah,
She's a little bit of a psychopath, though, you know?
according to the law.
Dire's top tower
Well,
Well, yeah, I
according
mean, even when you... Don't you play with hero voice lines on? She'll just be right-clicking creeps and she'll just be like, die. A little violent. And
There you
now,
go.
you can pay the
Heals.
price. Heals is up, and an easy kill there onto Ali.
Well played, Richie. Well
Gives
played.
more space for Natsumi.
Predicting the death of a psychopath.
Exactly. No, like other heroes are like, you know, when Earth Spirit kills a creep or a hero, he's like, you need to learn. Or he's like, oh, this gold is going to be, you know, into the war chest. You know, he
Why
realizes.
are you even listening to stuff like this? You're playing the game, you know, there's so much going on in the game and you're listening to what they're saying.
Yeah, of course, it's important. You
But
to,
what?
To play your hero, you have to be one with your hero, Winter. That's what Q is doing right now. He's bing chilling in these trees. He's thinking about life, trying to find the Ursa. This might pay off for him, especially if Ursa runs into this little minefield that he's got set up. Oh, hold on. Oh, he didn't see him. He didn't see him. Would have been a pretty funny kill, though, honestly.
And Geek has been like doing a good job keeping the lead at 2k for the last couple of minutes. I mean, the bear is he didn't find honey, but he found some gold, you know, in the jungle all the time.
True.
So about to be able to afford his honey. Probably the most expensive item in the game because we don't see it. No
Also
amount
feel-
of gold in the game can buy you honey.
It feels like Lorinov has kind of taken his foot off the gas pedal just a bit. He's got his... I mean, obviously, he got the Vessel online. He got a couple more kills after that. But since achieving the BOTs, he's just been farming his way up to the BKB.
Yeah, because Geek Fam, they're dodging the fights, right? You've already taken all the tier 1s, so you can't really
Yeah.
press forward and pressure with your hero so early to the tier 2s, right? I feel like after you take all the tier 1s, generally the next progression is you try to figure out how you get Roche. And because you have Slada, it's always going to be in your mind, right? You have Slada, so anytime you get an opening, you're going to look to go Roche.
This is a very deep move.
Wow,
Led by jabs, quite appropriate.
Where are they going to?
They're going to go kill Fuzzy Wuzzy. There you go. Opening up with the stun.
You want your
There-
honey, bear?
They've got a lot of damage on him, but he does manage to
that's
at
not
least
honey.
dispel quite a
It's too
bit. Trying to
cold.
leap over the trees. Is alive for now, but there's 5 heroes here, Winter, to kill him. And he cannot bear that amount of
There is
resistance.
no way anyone would have expected a gank right there at 16 minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of a little loco, isn't it?
Insane, you know. But judging by how Jabs has been playing since the game started, you know, it's probably the norm for him right now.
Going for Orchid as well. Almost has it online, but, you know, has the Blink Dagger first, allowing him to make those aggressive jumps.
So who is the main target for the Orchid? I guess when you have Orchid, you can always kind of solo kill anybody on the enemy team right now. Probably except the Kanka.
Yeah, I think the Orchid versus Ursa is just always amazing.
Okay, and the
Doesn't tend
Lash.
to buy dispels.
The Lash has used, so you're not killing him.
Nope. And Orchid versus Potom, just to guarantee a quick kill. So she doesn't leap away. Orchid versus Grimstroke, just
I mean,
in
she
case.
has Grief soon, you know, on the bottom, by the way. Just
That's
so you know.
true, and Raging Potato also has Inkswell, so,
is under attack.
you know, there's trouble here, potentially. The Geek
Trouble
family,
is
they
brewing.
they feel pretty strong. Cox is one component away from completing the Ag Scepter for the Torrent Storm, but doesn't feel like they can continue waiting to fight, and Mac, holding on to this Kaya, is going to try and find them a fight. Q, once again, Bing chilling up in the minefield, but the real target might be this Tier 1 tower.
Oh, Roche. You're gonna try to get Roche?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, looks like it. But
Okay.
I think Aurora are aware. Something's
Sven
wrong.
has BKB. 23 Savage has BKB done. 5 minutes earlier than the last game.
This rush is going to be pretty fast. They need to get in there pretty quick. It's going down. Thanks to the Fury swipes here. They got plenty of heroes to tank. I don't know if they're going to get there in time. Jabs, is he going to just blink into the pit? Hell yeah, he is. Stuns up onto 3, but the rest of the team just isn't here in time. Raging Potato from the side. Hitting him with
Arrow?
the Soul Bind onto 2. The arrow sailing through. Doesn't find really anything here.
Here
That'll
comes
be
the
a
boat.
double X mark. Boat incoming. Is going to connect onto 2 into the Torrents. 23 trying to do what he can here with the Warcry, activating the BKB. But this is, well, maybe it's a winning fight now. At least onto Mac. Natsumi, though, quite tanky and difficult to take down, as he will at least trade away the Lushrak for the Sven. But of course, the Leshrac does have the Aegis, so Aegis removed Winter, but it still is a winning fight for the side of Geek Fam as Aurora contests the Roche. Simply far too late. Looks like they'll lose the techies as a piece of dessert.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just a panna cotta after meal. Always one of my favorites. And that was a very, very strange fight. I think after Jabs, he blinked in. If the Maiden didn't get caught there, if he actually got a freezing field off, maybe they would have been able to turn the fight. Because he got hit by the Torrent at the same time, right? So Jabs blinked in. So Maiden was a little bit too near. They got caught by the Soulbind. And after that, the fight just felt like it was very difficult.
Yep.
Maybe if they waited on the high ground. I think the Koto was waiting on the high ground. And probably what should have happened is the Maiden should just join, just wait. Just let the Sada run around. And when they are trying to kill the Sada, Sada just tries to run to them into the Illuminate, into the freezing field. That would have actually maybe won them the fight, you know, because it was close. They were very, very close to killing the Ursa.
Tough. It's really tough. Taking a fight in that kind of a position when enemies are already set up.
Yeah,
and you guys,
and the
they're
Techies
kind of
already
scrambling.
spent so much time. Look at the minefield he built here, and then the fight happens.
I'm also surprised by this minefield existing. It's not. I don't really see them here too often.
Is under attack.
Yeah, I mean,
This is like 2 minutes of work. Spent 10% of his game up here.
well, look at you with the math genius, right?
Well,
there.
you know, just to put it in perspective, because I feel like 2 minutes in a Dota game doesn't really sound like a lot, and you know, maybe it isn't, but it is early.
Radiant's bottom
You know,
you
I've
spend-
already spent 20% of my life, my entire life, being with you, as of right now.
Winter, those are the kinds of things that you should be saying to your wife, not me. Cox?
Dire's top
But I'm with you
tower
now,
is under attack.
bro. My wife's at work, you know. She doesn't need to know now.
Oh, Tormenta take it down. Jabs doesn't even. I think usually he gets this done with Echo Saber, so he probably does need the supports here to take it down. But normally, if the game's going well for a Slardar, you can solo the Tormentor at minute 20. So the fact that Jabs can't is a symptom of how this game is going. Troublesome, but not completely over by any means.
Look at Gaben, he's fair. Remember last game when they killed the first Tormentor, Ollie got the shard, and this game he went to kill. So don't you say Gaben is biased, you know. Gaben is actually a fair man.
Of course.
He gives you one each.
We
He
get a
gives
smoke out here?
everyone their shard, you know. He's
We are
he's a very unbiased person.
He can be ready for Lorna.
Haste on the map.
Does not have any charges in the vessel though. That's
So
kind
he
of
needs-
important here.
He needs to die one time.
But Lesh also did not build a Bloodstone this game.
It's time.
Yeah, against the vessel, I think you should get BKB.
Yeah, I mean, look, it makes sense. I'm just, you know, pointing it out.
Yep. Thanks for pointing out. I didn't realize that, so you actually helped me understand the game much better.
Torrent Storm is also ready this time. There's a lot more team fight ready to go.
And this is a nice smoke by
Radiant's
Geek
middle
Fam.
tower is under attack.
Taking a very good position. Ursa is still
That was
jungling.
close. Yeah, that was close. He almost jungled his way into his own death. But it seems like Aurora, their smoke should be timing out here relatively soon.
Radiant's
They
middle
won't
tower
really be able to
is
find
under
too
attack.
much.
Oh, Jabs kind of changed his mind, yeah?
So,
He's going to buy BKB now.
okay. Compared to what did he have queued up before? I didn't.
Orchid, he was buying Orchid.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Radiant's middle
So
tower
what? He
is
just
under
has this
attack.
Oblivion staff chilling in the inventory, right?
Sure.
Not a
XP.
terrible
I mean,
item.
XP and mana regen. Just
Right,
what
right.
Slada needs.
I guess you can build that into a Mage Slayer.
For who? Okay, for Lash. Sure.
Yeah, right. You don't want to go for the Orchid anymore, or I don't think we're gonna see Witchblade Parasma. To be honest, on the
Never say
Slardar.
never. Never say never.
I didn't say never. I don't think we're gonna see it. Chilling in the wishing well right
I
now.
mean, would
Sorry,
you
it's
even
from
be
Mighty Mind.
surprised if that actually comes out? I mean,
Dire's
we are
bottom
seeing
tower
Terrorblade
is
as a
under
support, right? So nothing
Radiant's
else
top
could
tower is
surprise us
under
anymore.
attack.
If Terrorblade can be played as a support, then nothing else should surprise you.
I would be surprised because I don't think Parasma, the active, is very good for Ocelara.
I
given
know.
His
It's
int gain is 1.5 per level,
it's
and he doesn't
terrible
really
on
build.
Slaughter.
Yeah, What I do like about the item is the slow. I think Slaughter benefits a lot from that, in addition to the movement speed slow of your Slytherin Crush. You know, basically allows you to control someone for sure. That seems pretty good. And also, of course, it does weaken their magic resist by 20%, right? So that's also really good for the rest of your team. I just don't think it's really his job to do that this kind of game. I could see it once in a blue moon, perhaps, but yeah.
Probably not this moon, yeah?
Not this moon. Nope.
The next one, maybe.
That's a BKB finish now for Natsumi. Even though they no longer hold the Aegis, this team is still looking pretty strong and have farmed themselves up to 3k net worth advantage. Let's see. Comparing core to core, it's still relatively close here.
And Superman is here.
Superman is here, so the items are all coming online. It did sacrifice his Echo Saber, so ideally he farms back the Claymore. So he still needs a little bit more time.
Sacrifice? Like, not the... He's kind of not sacrificing, he's kind of borrowing, in a way.
Yeah. I mean, the Axe is just the better item for him right now. It's more stat efficient, blah, 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 blah. But you do really, I think, want that Echo Saber on a hero like the Sven.
Radiant's bottom tower
He
is
needs
under
to
attack.
be a little bit careful here. He's got the rest of Geek
Alright,
Fam
here we go.
standing behind Mac. Oh my
okay.
lord! Oh my lord, 23 Savage. They're like, what the heck is this madman doing? Natsumi making the jump onto him as 23 Savage finally pops the BKB. They did force Max BKB.
Holy shit, what are the cause of
What?
Aurora?
What are they
in
on
this
right
game?
now?
I mean, Jabs and 23 are definitely like 10 steps ahead of their team. Okay, I mean, I know they're strong, but you know, you still have to wait for your team. It's very eager to fight.
You could say that.
normally, yeah, normally when you see moves like this, it always signals that the team's communication is not very good, or they're just not in a very good state of mind on that particular day. Because everything feels rushed. Like when somebody didn't have coffee, or someone missed, you know, their breakfast, and they're cranky and they're giving out commands, especially the captain of the boat. Things can get a little bit dicey, you know, in the game.
Absolutely. Well,
Always drink your coffee.
yeah, I had mine this morning, Winter.
How about me? You said you were gonna send me your special brew, your home brew. Where? I don't see it.
It's still fermenting. Don't you worry. Natsumi, he's seen a maiden, but he wants Lauren off. Lauren off, who is going to push him back with a blinding light into the hands of Ali. Ali not too happy with that, but has the Force Staff at least to be able to escape. In the backlines, though, 23 Savage absolutely blows up.
Ursa's getting
he can drink
kited.
the Coco's rum.
He has a gem.
Ursa, he is being kited. Scam doing what he can from the trees, but Jabs, he's found him. They want Natsumi, though. That's a huge crit with the amplified damage out from Jabs.
Superman is here.
Sven jumping on in, and he is not going to be held back by the Soulbind. These heroes are far too mobile. Mac activating his BKB, but dying to the physical damage, and running into the minefield. No way out for him, Winter. The aggression from Aurora, it works out this time around, and they're up to the high ground.
Now you understand why they were so eager to fight the last time, because they are that strong. Dollar crested, Superman jumping in with the axe stun. There is no stopping him. And the Ursa kind of like, I felt like he made a huge blunder that he tried to commit onto the CM. Couldn't kill the CM. He used his enrage, he used his blink, he used everything apart from BKB, and he got kited all the way by the CM 4-star. And that was it, you know, the fight was over.
And it's only going to get worse from here. She doesn't even, I mean, unironically, Ali does not even have Crystal Clone. Like, once he gets Crystal Clone, all he has to do is Force Staff, Crystal Clone, pop the Nova, that's going to bite the Ursa, then he has another bite to use on the Ursa. Like, what do? You don't. Again, this is not a hero that builds multiple dispels. You only have the one. And if Geek Fam's not in position, if Potato's not there to hit him with the Inkswell dispel, they're in trouble. They're just in trouble right like that.
They need to land like a big soul-bind combo. I guess that's not exactly like a inbound combo with the lineup. Soulbind into what, double X mark? Double lightning storm. I guess it's more for just like locking heroes down with the leash.
Yeah, but it doesn't work when heroes are just running at you, as we've seen, right?
Yeah, Grimstroke is like disruptor. You do really well if you're chasing and you're winning the game and you're running enemies down, but when you are the one that gets hunted, then the hero doesn't feel so good. All right, Roche, second Roche of the game goes to Superman this time. Clark Kent finally claims the prize that he deserved. Going for the Daedalus next.
Dire are scanning.
I feel like he's just gonna double hit with Echo and kill the Lash with the Daedalus. Feel like
Yeah.
it might happen.
I could
I mean,
see
we
it.
play, okay, he has Plate Mail and Craggy Coat now, so maybe not.
Okay,
8
yeah,
armor.
you're right.
That's like 18 armor.
Yeah, what's he up to now? It's a lot of resist. 67% physical resist.
67%.
Yeah, but you have to remember they're biting into this now with the level 2, but soon level 3 corrosive haze, minus 20. And then
So you probably can die, right, with the corrosive haze in two hits from Echo Saber.
you got Yules, but again, corrosive haze is just like, I mean, 5-second cooldown, you know? Maybe it's long enough for him to live, but then my question is...
I actually want to see the Slala getting the shot so that you can actually do it instantly with, because you don't have to cast the haze, right? So you stun and then it applies temporary, and then
the
the stun just
crush,
jumps
right?
in. Yeah, so you would actually maybe instantly kill him.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Or you force the Yules, and then when he comes down, you put your regular corrosive haze on him, right? And then he's in trouble.
Is anyone building Lotus on their team? No. Nobody's rich enough, I guess, to buy it. I think the only one that kind of wants to buy is the Mirana.
I agree.
Grim
I
is
think
like-
actually, as crazy it is, I think yeah, Potato needs to build a scythe, and he is. He's rushing the scythe. Well, rushing him. I guess
Rushing.
for a support is
It's not exactly rushing, just
it's
trying.
more, yeah. But you know what I mean.
Dire's top barracks
He's
are
making
under
the
attack.
efforts.
Yeah, I know. Effort needs to be
Dire's top
given
barracks.
credit for.
Of
Just like
course.
how much effort I put to get you to send me your home brew coffee, but you just procrastinate time after time.
It's percolating. It's percolating. You know, you gotta let it
Dire's middle
percolate.
tower is under attack.
How long? I've been waiting for a whole year.
Don't you worry, Winter. Don't you
Radiant
worry.
are scanning.
As soon as I can find an apartment that'll let me stay more than a month, how about that?
Okay,
Malaysia
unlucky.
Bole, huh? Natsumi.
Unlucky.
He's got Basher. Feeling pretty strong, doesn't it? Buyback. Just shy of this level 20 town.
He's
I don't know
still
if that's
holding
really
the
that
gem
big.
on Ursa.
I'm surprised that he has not purchased Shard.
Shadows.
On Ursa?
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Slada?
This is a good jump. This is a good jump. Q, unable
They're
to
not
escape
ready.
even with the Solar Crest.
One
20
down.
Savage. See what he can do. That was the BKB activated though for Natsumi for the kill. It's all they got out from that. It'll burn another minute off this Aegis at the very least.
Yeah, that was actually kind of decent for Aurora. I thought they would have actually lost a lot more. It was so split. 3 heroes were bought. Somehow they lost the techies for a BKB charge, which I feel you're not going to be feeling too bad about that in the mid game, especially when the enemy can't push any towers. Right, who's getting the shard? Oli. All right, Cox. Ursa is like, when is my turn? And Gaben says, sorry sir, you're the carry. Get your own shard. I only give shards to those peasants that can't afford it, you know.
Are scanning.
Ursa, you have Battle Fury, get your own shard.
Dire's middle tower is under
I
attack.
think he was in the running for a Shard there though. It would have been
The
Dota2.
Ursa? Really?
Yeah, because it was Oh
And
no, it was
Mirana. Mirana has
Dire's
shard,
middle
Grim has
tower
shard.
has fallen.
so it was what? It was my brain is not working.
Yeah,
Would've
it
been
was
the
it was
Kunkka?
Ursa and
The
Kunkka.
Ursa, yeah.
Yeah, but Kunkka already has his shard, so it was Ursa or Lash.
Yeah, 50-50. No, Kunkka just got it. Cox just got it from the Tormentor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a good one, honestly. That Shard, we'll see if we can actually put it to use as Aurora. They're just going to run up the high ground now. Good stuns, good lockdown on the 23 Savage, which is not going to be nearly enough damage. And look at the shields applied. Love to see it here. Trying to get onto this barracks, but he's just so controlled. He doesn't really
30
want to fight into
seconds.
that edict.
30
Go!
seconds.
Go, Cardi, go! Oh,
What
no.
what happened to the enthusiasm you had like 10 minutes ago?
About what?
About the Sven, when he sees like 4 heroes, like, oh, I'm going in his team, he's like still
Oh,
peeping.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
like, whoops.
Well, I don't think he really wanted to run into the edicts like that. Would have been pretty tough for him. Natsumi.
Edict of Death.
Natsumi's farmed up his buyback and to level 20. So Fury Sight damage. I guess it stacks. It adds up very quickly, but I do wonder what his next item is going to be. Is he going to just buy out for the Abyssal? Swift
Octarine
Blink?
Core? I think Octarine Core is nice.
Octarine?
Yeah.
What does he replace? I guess the...
The gem?
face?
Dude, gem!
You don't
Bro.
think he needs gem to immediately kill a hero?
And that's not his job, you know.
Really? Okay, fair enough.
You think the carry players want to hold a gem? If someone else can, you think they still want to hold it?
I don't know who else is a viable holder of the
Kanka?
gem this game.
Why not Kanka?
I think he's too. He's
I mean,
too
Mirana's
squishy.
pretty hard to kill too, you know, with Grease, Solar Crest, and Leap.
Yeah. Okay. Make a good point there. All right.
Moonlight Shadow now gives 20% evasion, so where is the true strike? No true strike.
But you have 30% accuracy on this Ven because of the Daedalus.
Okay.
So that might be enough to get through 20%. It might not be necessary, is what I mean, for you to do that. Because if you proc a basher, if you proc a crit, you will always land the auto attack. I believe. I know for a bash, that's how it works, confirmed. But for Crystallis, let me look it up real quick. I know.
I'm not going to doubt you. I know you're the man when it comes to the numbers, mechanics.
It works that way for Maelstrom and Mjolnir. It's not written. It is not written, unlike the Lee Sin Al-Gaib Ursa Warrior lore. But I know for Maelstrom, Mjolnir, or Basher, if you proc the bash, if you roll and you proc the bash, you will always land the auto attack. That's just like first in order of operations. Okay, I'm wrong about that.
Confirmed?
Confirmed, I'm an idiot. Everyone already knew that, though.
Okay. So how does it work? Tell me. I'm a pleb.
Oh,
How does the formula work right now? So it doesn't give you true strike.
no, it doesn't. No. I didn't say I gave you true strike. That's a big difference. But if you roll for a bash or a Maelstrom proc and it's successful, if the Gaben decides I'm going to give you a bash on this auto attack, you will land the auto attack. You cannot miss that one. Same thing for Mjolnir Maelstrom.
So what is wrong? You said something's wrong.
Nothing's wrong. I was wrong. There's a lot wrong with me, Winter, but there's nothing wrong with Daedalus. That item's working just fine.
Well, you're definitely not the wrong friend for me. You're the perfect friend for me. I just really want that coffee, you know?
I guess he does.
No more excuse. No more dilly-dally.
So
No
what's
more
his-
delaying.
He's bought out then for the Abyssal.
Okay, so he just wants to lock down the... I feel like he just feels like he needs to go behind and just kill the CM, Koto, or Techies. That's his job. Because Lash is probably going to be the frontline distraction with the Kanka. They're going to be the focus of the enemy. So the Ursa needs to use the time to kill the backliners. And okay, maybe he's also thinking of the Soulbind, right? So you get the double Abyssal if the Grim gets the double leash.
Stay still and move quickly.
Well, not something you see very often with Abyssal, but it could happen.
Radiant are scanning.
Roche is going to be maybe the target here. Hugh's been getting to work. He hasn't had this one
Oh
mindful
no,
payoff.
Sven.
Oh no.
Superman is in
Oh, he's just
trouble.
gonna go in. He's gonna
Save-
go in, but he needs to run. He doesn't
save
have life
him.
steal. He's got the cheese. Cheese on cooldown for 2 more seconds. Oh, but he's gonna be brought back. Gets the cheese off. Is that gonna live him long enough to fight? No. Just a couple more auto attacks and jabs. Has realized now that he's overextended. Choo-choo! The wheels of the feed train may now
Oh,
be
they got him.
rolling, Winter. They've caught jabs. They've got an arrow after him into the torrents. They've lost Ollie on the backlines, and Natsumi's looking for another. Picks up the kill there. Goes to Mac. And that is Geek Fam. They will be gifted here. Not quite the Roche, though. It's a longer Roche respawn timer, Winter, so Aurora will respawn by
they're
that.
so disconnected. The Techies is planting mines where he's getting ready for the inevitable Roche fight, you know. And the Sven just decides, I'm gonna just take a detour. Guys, give me a moment. I am going to clear some ancients. When the enemy is all missing. I mean, either way, right? Even if he doesn't get ganked there, right? If the enemy smokes to the Roche, he needed to be at the Roche to fight. Anyways, you know, so he needs to be with his team.
And the mines are just going to be set off one by one. Feels pretty
All
bad.
the hard work, Q.
Dire's top barracks are
He's like sad right now. All the hard work.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it's fun to play techies, but it's definitely not fun when your team is not using your minds.
And there go the mines. I mean, half HP dealt there to the Lesh, but again, it's just not going to be really enough to make a difference.
Dire's bottom
There's
tower
one more
is
fight,
under
Richie.
attack.
Don't worry. Don't you worry. Clark Kent is gonna be back.
Radiant are scanning.
He is. I mean, it's been a long
Dire's
fight.
bottom
So,
tower is under attack.
Oh, no detection.
oh,
Oh my God.
Maiden's exploded.
Maiden has buyback.
She might have to buy back here. I mean, I guess you can hold high ground, but Roche, he is now respawned and he's holding this Ag's
Oh,
Blessing.
smoke breaks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh,
Yeah,
they have to be
moving up to
careful.
the high ground. 23, he's underneath the ward. They get the BKB up into the Abyssal, lifted by the Torrent. They have to save him here. He's in so much trouble, just perma-stunned to death, and he does not have buyback jabs. Doing his best to hold down the rest, but Aurora, one fight away, it would seem, Winter, from being knocked into the lower bracket. Now his Geek fam cleaning up this fight. Natsumi with another double kill, and Aurora just not ready for what's been coming their way.
Dire's structures are
Oh boy, that is, again, you know, another very, very disastrous fight for Aurora. Not being ready. I guess they were kind of ready, right? They knew what had happened. The CM died there, so they were supposed to be ready. But the techies didn't have a ward, so if they wanted to hold that high ground, they needed to place a ward on that place, you know. So they just, I guess they shouldn't really hold the high ground when they didn't have an ops there. And what happened was just Geek fam placed the ward, they ran in, and that was it, you know. Once they got vision of the Sven, that's it. You can't save him, and he dies. He pops his BKB, but still dies, and there's no way you can take the fight. It's very disconnected, you know, from Aurora. Like this game, like you see moments of brilliance in the early game. They were running in, killing heroes. They were coordinating really well. But then there's some instances like this where they just feel like
Radiant's top
somebody is
tower
rushing the team
fallen.
fight a lot, and everyone is just not on the same page.
Things getting difficult now. 17k net worth advantage for Geek fam. They put themselves in a commanding position in this game number 2, Winter. They want to make it to that upper bracket finals. Geek fam making a really serious play now to take down what could be the favorites in the upper bracket. Again, it would not knock them out of the tournaments.
I mean, when your Corto is buying a Midas, you know, things has gone really, really wrong.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And the Corto is really fast, at least in the team fight with the Feather, the Aviana's Feather.
It's just so hard because you've got Soulbind, you have 2 sites, right? Raging Potato has farmed his, Kunkka's got the other. Now you're going to have double Nullifier, double Abyssal.
You're gonna
And
go,
the Bloodstone
Richie.
from Mac, it's online. They've got to make this count. The buyback situation is few and far in between it. They just kite out 23 Savage. He's going to try and take him down. There's going to be the Will-O-Wisp. Raging Potato still alive. It's the Vashes, and Abyssal's coming on
One
through.
down.
They're going to try and fight through Natsumi now. Cox needs to find a couple more stuns here. Jabs lifted up, but 23 taken down. And I think this one might be done and dusted as the
That's
Maiden
GG.
will fall. They've overextended here on the side of Aurora, luring off BKBs to run away, but this one not working out for Aurora. The 2-0 looks all but certain, as the only thing holding them back now are the Techies mines and the barracks. Raging Potato, he may die here to the tier 4 tower, but even that seems unlikely at this point. Will-O-Wisp or not, Geek fam will not be denied at least the mid-tier of barracks, and they may look for more, and why not? There's no buyback on any of these dead heroes, Winter.
Radiant's bottom
Kind of surprised they're not trying to force it, you know, with hitting the throne. It's giving them a lot more respect.
Radiant structures
Trying to get
are
a second
fallen.
lane of Rex. Just, I guess kind of also doing the right thing, you know, just wants to secure. Because if you go for the throne and something goes wrong, that's a Techies mind there to lose the game.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
This Geek fam, very methodical, very safe, disciplined. He's gonna get the Megas, I guess. 20 seconds.
Oh, they still need to get that top lane. It'll take them some time. Creeps in the base will make this a rather fast experience.
I mean,
now,
they have
as you can
every
see.
single spell up, you know. There's nothing they have to worry about. Pipe.
Then Sven back in
Solar
10.
Crest,
He's going to have his
Greaves on
BKB.
Mirana.
That's the last 2 or 3 tower jabs. Doing his
You
best
still
to
have
slow
Aegis
things.
on Ursa for 2 minutes. You know, you have nothing to fear.
Well,
Absolutely
they're
nothing.
playing it slow, Winter. They want to slow roll this one.
They have 2 minutes on Aegis.
Okay, Wisdom Room taken there. Ursa's up to 25 plus 3 overpower attacks. Huh, no one ever takes the Soulbind spell damage talent. We were playing with that earlier in demo mode. It's not bad, especially when you do have...
I like to take that if I have Lina on my team, especially Lina or something that can abuse the Laguna. I mean the Soulbind double spell.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna go up to the high ground. Techies is gonna be the one to break the smoke. Does have buyback.
Yes, buyback.
Pretty good news, all things considered. Sentry is going to spot them now. Jabs waiting for the find to jump in. 23 Savage from the side as well. Needs to get this one right as they are focused onto the Will-O-Wisp. In goes Jabs. In goes Superman Sped. He will be able to take down Cox at the very least, but Natsumi, he's a completely beast of his own right, and the stuns out from Mac. They're going to prove to be problematic. 2 heroes caught by the Soulbind. The stuns now incoming from Sven. Oh, but he is going to go down. The Scythe of Ice prevents him from getting off the Satanic. Any auto attacks there, no chance for him, but Jabs has buyback. They've at least stopped the Megas from coming on through for now. Kunkka's bought back. TP'd into the fight, but this Aegis still online for 40 seconds. Winter Geek Fam, they may still just persist. Bandit does not have buyback. Geek Fam, I mean, they have to know at this point.
Dire's top
And at the same time, they also worry about the Kunkka dying back. You know, he just bought back, comes to the fight. They still have to be cautious, you know. I mean, without the Sven, you're probably going to have like at least another 30 seconds of window to try and hit. But you know, it's still techies, you know, there might be a lot of mines in this area, and with Kotal spamming spells is not easy.
Age is going to be reclaimed. You have a Wind Waker as well coming now to Mac. That may make a little bit of a difference, but Aegis reclaimed in 1 second. Jabs immediately makes the jump in. That damage healed off the same moment as only now the melee barracks stand between Geek Fam and achieving the Megas. Jabs, oh, Jabs doesn't have BKB, got caught by the Scythe of Ice, but the Yule Scepter and the Force Staff does get him out of harm's way. It'll come at the price of Ali as the Techie's mines going off one by one. The Illuminate doing good damage, but it's just not nearly enough. Rax being focused down now. Sven, 23 Savage sidelined for another 15 seconds as the horn will sound. That is going to be at least Megas coming in now. Geek Fam slowly, methodically taking things down, as we can see the Edict Explosion talent taking 25 in the midst of this push as Jabs BKB active. Did get spooked on that one by Natsumi. Does at least find a stun, but Mac, there may be trouble here for Jabs. Holding on to the Wind Waker, needs to use that for a defensive tool. As Sven has respawned. 23, how did you get over here? Completely alone. Does find a stun onto Mac. The Will-O-Wisp not really helping out. There's going to be the Bloodstone and the Scythe of Ice. The BKB not ready for 23 Savage, and he is taken down again. Death after death after death for him, as Jabs also trying to join him will simply fall. And Aurora, they fall flat in our first series of the day. Geek Fam, they will win and move on to the upper bracket finals 2-0 over Aurora.
Yeah, what an upset, you know. Does this mean that the honeymoon period for Aurora has ended? They have to try to get back to reality right now.